guys, what's up? It's Dean with Manful Yoga. This video is 6 poses that guys hate but really need to do. Guys have different bodies, and most yoga studios are tailored to women because 80% of people that go to yoga studios are women. So there's certain poses that men really hate but they should be doing because these are problem areas. These are imbalanced areas, and these poses are Dolphin, Down Dog, Warrior 2, Pigeon, Eagle, and there's one other one. Pigeon, Eagle, and Pyramid. So I'm going to go through these 6 now, show you how to do them, and give you some recommended times, and also point out some things that you should really be paying attention to when you're doing this. So the first one, let's start off with Down Dog. So for Down Dog, the reason why this sucks so much is because guys have tight hamstrings. So start off in a plank, push your butt up and back, and then push your chest back to your thighs. If this is really hard and you're not feeling it in your lower back at all, bend your knees first, push your butt up and back, and then look behind you. From here, you can start to push your heels toward the ground and push your butt up. You want to think about getting your butt above your hips here. Sorry, your butt above your back here. So really flattening out, using your core to engage to flatten out your back. You're feeling a stretch in your armpits here, in your back, especially your lower back, and of course in your hamstrings. So there's pose number 1. Pose number 2 is Dolphin, so it's very similar to Down Dog, but it has a shoulder opening aspect to it. So plant your palms down on the ground, forearms shoulder width distant, and then do it Down Dog with the rest of your body. Walk your feet in toward your hands, push your chest back, and then keep your forearms squeezing in, keep your elbows shoulder width distant. So this is Dolphin. This is really good for opening up your shoulders, and it's really hard to do because most people have tight shoulders, and the muscles that you're working right now are muscles that are so tight that you actually don't even access them. So you use your chest muscles instead. So Dolphin forces you to use those muscles that you're not accustomed to using. Third pose, Warrior 2. The reason why I put Warrior 2 in here is because it's such a great pose for opening up your hips. And most guys have really tight hip flexors because they're sitting down a lot. They're not women. They're not made to give birth. So tight hips. So Warrior 2. Start out with your feet about 4 feet apart. And just start there. You can work your legs out wider if you want to. Let's start with the right foot out. Turn your right foot out, face it straight forward. Keep your hips and your shoulders facing out to the side. And then bend into your right knee until your knee is over your ankle. From here, you can pull your thighs away from one another, push your hips forward, shoulders right on top of the hips, arms out, and really extending your fingers in both directions. So this also helps open up your chest if you keep your arms active. This helps develop lower body mass, and this helps open up your hips. So your hip flexors especially, your groin muscles, really good for guys. So that was Warrior 2. I'm gonna do the opposite leg. Just stay balanced. Yep. Okay, good. Number 4, Pigeon. Pigeon is amazing. I love Pigeon. It's so good for your hips. It's so good for your lower back, for your glutes, and we rarely stretch out our glutes. So for Pigeon, start you off your hands and knees. Start with your left foot. Bring your left knee behind your left hand. Take your left foot just to the inside, maybe between your right knee and your right hand. If it's really tight, don't even move it. Just stay right here. And then from here, walk your right foot to the back. Crawl it to the back, get out of the way, yoga mat. And then from here, lift your chest up, and then walk your hands forward, relax onto your chest. So if this is not enough, bring your foot up a little bit higher. Just be careful with that foot. Don't make sure that you're keeping your leg engaged so you don't snap any tendons in your knees. And make sure that your hips are even here. So not leaning too far to the left, not leaning too far to the right, but pressing your hips down and away from whichever leg you're stretching. So I'm kind of pushing my hips down and over to the left somewhat. And there you go. That's Pigeon. Let's see here. All right, beyond that, we've got Eagle. Eagle pose is really good for opening up the shoulders. And I'm going to emphasize the shoulder opening aspect of this. There also isn't a balance aspect to this, but honestly, the shoulder opening part of this is much more important. If you want to add the balancing factor into it, go for it, but concentrate on the shoulders. So for Eagle, arms are out wide. Swing your right arm under your left arm. Squeeze your right forearm to your left elbow or your tricep, And then pick your elbows up, stand up straight. And if you can start to interlace your finger to your thumb, or if you can interlace all fingers here, go for that. Or you can even press your hand, the backs of your hands into one another. Standing up tall, pushing your elbows up, forearms away from your face. From here, if you want to take it further, squat down, and if your right arm is under your left arm, take your right leg off the ground and wrap your right leg around your left leg. And you want to concentrate on leaning back here, reaching your butt down. So you're trying to make your back flat. Lots of core engagement here, good hip opening here, creating lots of blood flow in here when this is released. So it's really good for circulation too. And then from here, just unwind. That's eagle. So good for shoulders, good for creating circulation in your legs, good for ED, coincidentally. Number 5 is, what did I say? Number 5, that was number 5. Number 6 is pyramid. Pyramid is really good for hamstrings, and guys have really tight hamstrings. With this stretch, you want to be careful about not going too deep too quickly, especially if you're not warmed up. So for pyramid, I'm going to set up with 1 foot forward, 1 foot to the back, about 2.5 feet, pointing out at a 45-degree angle. My left foot is forward right now, so I'm going to pull my left hip back, my right hip forward, so that my hips are facing straight forward. Hands to your hips, squeeze this back thigh, so keep your right leg straight, and then just fold forward 45 degrees. If you're feeling a stretch in your hamstring, in your left leg, you're doing it correctly. If you want to go deeper because you're not feeling it, keep going. Notice I'm keeping my back flat. I'm not rounding like this, but I'm keeping my back flat, my core engaged. And if this is still not doing anything for you, fold all the way down, lower your hands down, and you can get to the point where you squeeze your head to your knee, and then you get a really nice lower back stretch in there too. So that's pyramid, and those are my 6 poses for that guys hate, but they should be doing. So to recap, we've got dolphin. Hold that for 30 seconds, 45 seconds. We have down dog. You can hold that for a minute and a half, but go for at least 30 seconds with down dog. Warrior 2. Hold that for at least 30 seconds, but you can take that up to 2 minutes, or 3 minutes if you want to. Pigeon. I'd say a little bit longer than 30 seconds. 45 seconds is good. Try and get to a minute. If you get above 2 minutes, that's where it starts to get a little bit too much, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Pyramid. Get that for at least 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds. You don't need to hold this pose for more than a minute. So that's what I got for you. 6 poses that guys hate, what they need to do. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, for more tips on fitness in general, for more tips on yoga specifically, and more specifically, yoga for men for physical fitness. That's what I do. For info on any of the companies that I work with, some apparel companies that I work with, if you need yoga shorts, if you need a yoga mat, or if you're dissatisfied with your current stuff, this is Aero Sports Shorts. They have a socialist mission behind them. 10% of their profits go to an orphanage in Mexico. Yoloha Yoga is a company I just started working with. They were nice enough to put my logo on mats. So we sell Manflow yoga mats. They're $10 off what a normal customized mat costs. They're made out of cork, so you don't slip on them, and they have a lifetime warranty. So really cool company. The guy who started it, he's a lacrosse bro, just like me, and he made 80 of these in the basement with his dad, in his basement. How cool is that? So Aerosport also does yoga bags if you need a yoga mat bag. And that's all I got for you today. manflowyoga.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to my email list to get all my updates, to read all my blogs, to read stuff that you won't see on Facebook, you won't see on YouTube. That's definitely all I got. I'll see you guys later.